Hey, here I am and welcome back. My name's Nathan and this week I am going to finally do my Q&A video. I announced this a couple of months ago. Did I? 6 weeks ago? I'm not sure. I announced it a while ago on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and here on YouTube. And the response has been lukewarm, let's say. But I have had enough questions to make this video. Maybe I'm being a little bit too ambitious thinking that people actually care that much to ask me a question. But I thought I would do it anyway, as it has been 1 year since I started my channel. I recorded my first video on the 1st of January 2025, and we are now in December 2025, and this will be the last video that I upload in 2025. So it's come full circle, it makes sense. I have the list of questions here on my phone, and I'm just going to go through them and answer them. If your question appears in this list, let me know in the comments below. Actually, before we get into this, I haven't said this for a while, but please like this video. Even more than that, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment, because my channel has started to grow a little bit lately and I would like to see that continue because we're creating a little community here. So that's it. Please like and subscribe and you'll see much more content of me trying to make art. So let's get into it. First question, will you be doing more blooper videos? Maybe. This is something that I did at the start of the year, particularly in my earlier videos. I did a lot of outtakes at the end of my videos. And then I stopped doing those. I don't know why I stopped doing those. Maybe I thought people weren't interested in them, but I guess at least one person is. So I have done a few since, but I've uploaded those as separate videos, mainly as shorts. So, yeah, why not? I'll do some more blooper videos because I think they're funny anyway. Next question. Okay, the next question is, oh goodness. Did you realize you painted 2 massive balls on your toucan? Well, this is the toucan that I painted, and at the time I thought I'd done a really good job at this. I still really love it, but there has been comments on YouTube and Instagram as well about the shape of this lovely toucan's tail, and I thought it looked like a tail, but now that people have mentioned that it looks like a pair of... I can't unsee it. There you go. No. So that was the long answer. The short answer is no, I didn't realize that until people pointed it out. And now I can't see anything else. I think that needs to be censored, actually. So, no, I'm sorry, Mr. Toucan. Did not mean to bear your family jewels all over the internet. Moving on. The next question isn't really a question, it's more of a statement, and it just says, love your arting about t-shirt. Oh, I'm not even wearing it today. Let me go get it. Here it is. Here is my arting about t-shirt. I also have an arting about cap, but this one has got quite a lot of attention, actually. People really like this. I think it's because it's so kind of bold. It's almost a bit retro looking. Maybe people might want to buy these t-shirts. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like an arting about t-shirt, and maybe I could create some merch. That would be fun, wouldn't it? So yeah, do you know what? I love it too, and I really like the way it fits. Next one. This was a question from my friend's son, actually, and it just says, why are you so good? Now, I don't know if I consider myself so good. I just give it a go, really. I do what I like and then I post it. I've got no shame in posting, so maybe I'm not so good, but maybe I'm just confident, or maybe I just don't care what people think. I think there's enough people out there that like what I do, so that's why I post it. But thank you for the compliment. Really appreciate it. What made you want to start arting about in the first place? I first got into sketching because I saw a friend of mine doing it on Instagram and I thought, what a nice hobby. So I started the sketching because of my friend Liz, and then I started watching other YouTubers. Some particular favorites of mine are Taria Sketchy Adventures, Liz Chatterton, Toby Loose Sketch, among others. And I really enjoyed watching their videos and learning things from their videos. And I saw myself improving a lot by watching their videos. Then at the end of the year, 2024, last year, I thought, you know what, maybe I could do a channel as well and put my personality into it. I didn't want to just copy their format. I wanted to share my artwork and share my personality as well, really. And I gave myself the New Year's resolution last year to post every single Friday for a year and see what happened. And that's what I've done. My aim was to get 1,000 subscribers. And currently, as of this moment, I have 1,508 subscribers. So that's more than I even expected. So thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to this channel. And if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this video and you've got this far, please do subscribe. The encouragement's always nice, isn't it? This next question I've kind of already answered. When did you first think maybe I should share my art online instead of just doing it privately? Like I said, enough people had showed interest in my sketches that I was already doing and just posting on Instagram that I thought, oh yeah, okay, I'll share it for people that I don't know. So that's why basically I just thought people might like it. Did you have any experience drawing or filming before you started the channel, or was it all totally new? Drawing experience. I was quite good at drawing as a child. At school, I did pretty well in art up until the age of 14, and then I didn't take art after that, which is a regret of mine, actually. I kind of wish I had. So I wouldn't say that I had experience in drawing, but I knew that I could draw or sketch something that looked similar to the thing that I was sketching before I really started taking this a bit more seriously. What was the other part? Experience filming before starting the channel. I not really didn't have experience in being on camera. I did do media studies at A level when I was at school. So I did have some experience in video editing, but that was 22 years ago. I'm old. I can't believe it was that long ago. Feels like yesterday. It's always something that I've had an interest in. Video editing, sound editing, photo editing. It's all stuff that I just had an interest in, and I'm self-taught with all of that. So that's my experience. From the first idea to upload, how long did it take? I think I had the first idea in December last year. I knew that I was going to be going to Venice, so I decided to sketch Venice, and that was on the 1st of January. So about 2 weeks probably from when I first decided this was what I was going to do to actually uploading the first video. It's about 2 weeks, I think. The next one says, not a question, but I'm in awe of you consistently doing this despite adulting. Thank you very much. Yes, if you don't know, I do have a full-time job as well. Currently, I am a flight attendant, which fortunately allows me a decent amount of time off to do this. Some weeks it is a bit more of a struggle to get the video done in time, but thank you. I didn't think I'd manage it, to be honest, and I have, so thank you. How long does it usually take you to finish a piece that ends up in a video? That depends. That depends on what the video is. If I'm doing one of my 10-minute sketching videos, it takes me 10 minutes to finish it. If I'm doing just a regular urban sketching video, I'll probably sketch somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour. The Toucan took me a whole week. When I made my own sketchbook, that took me a whole week as well. So it really just depends on the project. But if you're talking about my travel sketching, that took me 2 weeks because it was a 2-week trip. And then I just did a video about it when I got home. So really there's no set time. Just depends on the project and how much time I actually have to make the video. What are some of the toughest parts of making a video for this channel? Probably the editing part, because for a 10-minute video it can sometimes take me 10 hours to edit it, depending on how many cuts I need to make, what effects I'm using, because then each time I need to wait for the video to render and then to export and everything. It is quite time consuming. It's almost like a second job. Well, it is really a second job. That's why I need you to like and subscribe. All right, let's get on some more arty questions now. What fountain pen and ink do you use? Oh no!
I've just spilled my coffee everywhere.
I thought I had a towel in here. Oh, it's right here. Oh, for goodness sake. I shouldn't be let out in public. Oh, I was really enjoying that coffee as well. Well, fortunately, I don't have carpet, so... Oh, it's got on the walls, though. No, I've knocked everything. There we go, we're back. Kobe! What was the question? I've forgotten. What fountain pen and ink do you use? The main pen that I use is this one, which is a Lamy Safari, and it has a converter in there instead of cartridges. The same for this. This is my Fude nib. Cheater nib, as you can see, the nib is bent, which gives me different lines. And the ink that I use is this platinum carbon ink, black 60cc. Bought this on Amazon. I just searched for carbon ink, and this is waterproof and it doesn't clog up my pens. The first ink that I bought from an art shop near me, it was waterproof, but it's more for using with paintbrushes, and it clogged up my pen within like a week. But this one has never clogged up my pen, so this is the one that I recommend. And I have used this I bought this a year and a half ago, and there is still, sounds like there's still loads left. What happened to that white pen you were raving about? Is it still your favourite white ever? Now, the pen that is being referred to is, where is it? It's this one. This is the Sakura Pen Touch. It's a 0.7 millimeter. I bought this because I couldn't find a gel pen at the time. And is it still any good? What do I have to draw on here? Just use this Amazon packet to draw on. Look, it's not working. There's still ink in there. No. So no, I can confirm this is no longer my favourite white ever. It was my favourite for about 3 days. You have to pump it like an acrylic pen to get the ink flowing, and it just started getting a bit like kind of drippy and leaving big blobs everywhere. So no, don't like this pen anymore. Now my preferred white pen is actually just the Uniball Signo white gel pen. This one hasn't let me down. The other one has. Don't like it. Can you make a video about perspective for dummies without including a string? Yes. Watch this space. I'm going to get back to you on that one. But there is a technique that I've never seen anybody else do, so maybe this is my own technique. Maybe other people do it. I don't know. Use your fingers instead of the string. But then you have to start imagining lines. But yeah, I'm going to do a video on that. How about that? Thank you very much. Watch this space. No string perspective drawing. Got it. What's your favourite sketch of the year? It's a tough one. I think I have a few. I think every single sketch in this is my favourite. I absolutely loved it. I love it. I love the memories attached to it. I love how I don't get bored of looking back at these sketches, and I love how people who come to visit also enjoy looking at the sketches, more so than if I had taken photos of my travelling. People tend not to really care about photos, but they really find this interesting. And that is also why I'm going to be doing more of that this year. But also Testicle Toucan can't go without a mention either. I did enjoy this, and I'm going to do more painting on canvases this year, especially now that I have learnt a lot of things by doing this for the first time. So next time it should be an even better experience. But I've got to say, I love most of the things that I make, even the bad things, because you can learn something from it. If you had unlimited time and resources, what's an art project or video idea you'd love to make but haven't done yet? I would love to try oils. I'd like to try and do a realistic, I don't know, portrait or scene or an animal or something. I'd like to try and do something super realistic with super nice blending with oil. But I know that takes ages to dry, so that would take ages to film as well. If you'd like to see me trying to use oil paints, let me know in the comments. What's one thing you hope people walk away thinking or feeling from your videos besides, wow, that's pretty? I don't really expect people to be thinking, wow, that's pretty. I want people to go away from my videos thinking, I want to give that a go. I can do that. I'm going to not care what people think about what I make. That's what I want. I want people to go away feeling inspired rather than...
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. And that's it. That was the last question. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've managed to stay through it. And if you have enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of my sketching, more of my adventures, more of my successes, my mistakes, more arting about, or if you want to buy a t-shirt, please subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in 2026. Bye.